They said marriage would change him. They were wrong. Christian Grey is still terrible at relationships. Welcome to 50 Shades of Gaslighting Part 3, where we expose 11 more ways Christian gaslights Anna in 50 Shades Freed. Because apparently a private jet and unlimited credit cards don't buy you healthy communication skills. Get ready for some serious face-palming because the dysfunction is about to reach a whole new level. Number 26. Overprotection and infantilization, cloaked in love, rooted in control. Because apparently billionaires know best. Christian Grey has an almost parental approach to his relationship with Anna, frequently positioning himself as an all-knowing authority in her life. This overprotection, though framed as an act of love and concern, often crosses into infantilization, stripping Anna of her autonomy and agency. One example is Christian's insistence on constant security detail. While Anna often expresses her discomfort with being followed everywhere or having her movements monitored, Christian brushes off her concerns, insisting it's necessary for her safety. The underlying message? You are too naive to understand the complexities of personal safety, so just let Daddy Christian handle it. Another instance occurs during the infamous beach scene. Christian reacts with disproportionate anger, claiming his concerns stem from paparazzi or public embarrassment. However, his actions suggest a deeper need to control Anna's choices about her own body. Instead of having an open, respectful discussion about boundaries, Christian unilaterally decides what is acceptable for her. His protective behavior shifts from caring to controlling, making Anna feel incapable of judging what's appropriate or safe. This whole dynamic basically screams, I know better than you, so shut up and let me run your life. While some protection can be a sign of caring, Christian's version is less about love and more about turning Anna into a helpless damsel who needs him for everything. Because you know what's more romantic than stripping your partner of their independence. Number 27. Decision making 101. Just don't let her decide. Christian has an uncanny ability to make decisions for Anna while pretending it is a team sport. Whether it's where they live, what she drives, or even her wardrobe, his line is always, I know what's best for you. Newsflash. Genuine partnership doesn't involve your choices being pre-approved by your partner. Number 28. Jealousy in a tuxedo. Christian can't handle Anna so much as looking at another man. Whether it's Jose or a random stranger, he's on high alert like someone just set off the fire alarm. His go-to line, I just can't bear the thought of losing you. Translation, I don't trust you, but let's pretend this is about love. Bravo, Christian. Jealousy has never looked so romantic. Number 29. Emotional ping pong. 1 minute Christian is doting and loving, the next he is brooding like an extra in a gothic novel because Anna didn't read his mind. This emotional roller coaster keeps Anna perpetually guessing, walking on eggshells and wondering how to fix the relationship. Number 30. You made me do it. When Christian gets angry, it's never just his emotions at fault. Anna's actions, whether intentional or innocent, are conveniently positioned as the trigger. When Anna takes actions that upset him, such as the scene on the beach or keeping secrets, for example her pregnancy, Christian frames his anger as her fault, rather than taking accountability for his inability to handle surprises or challenges maturely. Number 31. Financial fencing, the platinum safety net. Christian loves reminding Anna that he is filthy rich and by extension she is financially dependent. Lavish gifts like yachts and luxury vacations come with an unspoken rule. Look how much I provide for you, you owe me. Gaslighting tip, make them so tangled in your world they forget they ever had their own. Number 32. If you love me, you'll obey me. The no-obey vow at their wedding might have been symbolic, but let's not kid ourselves. Christian thrives on compliance when Anna steps out of line or asserts independence. To put it correctly, he plays the guilt card, gaslighting finesse, conflating obedience with love. Number 33. The you complete me trap. Christian's obsession with Anna, knowing she's his, isn't romantic, it's a leash. By making her the center of his universe, he shifts the burden of his happiness onto her shoulders. Number 34. The I am the fixer flex. Christian's constant refrain is, you can't do this without me. Whether it is his wealth, power, or ability to control every microscopic detail of Anna's life, the message is the same. I am your knight in grey armor. Without me, you would be a damsel in distress. Gaslighting score, 10 out of 10 for subtle superiority. Number 35, the I know you better than you know yourself arrogance. Christian repeatedly insists he understands Anna's desires better than she does, especially when it comes to boundaries. You don't need to tell me what you want, Anna. I have already decided. Gaslighters thrive on making your thoughts and feelings seem secondary to their own interpretations. Number 35. Punishment disguised as lessons. Christian frames punitive behavior as teaching moments. For example, when Anna disobeys him, he uses physical punishments as a way to correct her. Though consensual on the surface, the dynamic often leaves Anna doubting whether her autonomy is being respected. Gaslighters blur lines between punishment and love, making it hard to distinguish care from control. My final thoughts. And that's a wrap on 50 Shades of Gaslighting. We have survived private jets, platinum credit cards, jealousy in a tuxedo, and Christian's I'm right, you're wrong, let's move on philosophy. If 50 Shades has taught us anything, it is this. All the money in the world can't buy you emotional intelligence or a healthy relationship. Remember, love isn't about control, guilt trips, or treating your partner like a personal project. It is about mutual respect, open communication, and understanding that team effort doesn't mean let me decide for you. If you have enjoyed this deep dive into Christian Gray's masterclass on what not to do in a relationship, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Share this video with someone who might need a laugh or a reminder that jealousy is not romantic. And tell me in the comments which gaslighting tactic made you face palm the hardest. Until next time, stay strong, stay independent, and keep dodging those red flags like a pro. See you soon.